Oh wait, I have children here.
Welcome, everybody, to another wonderful episode of Snack and Flick. It's your boy Gadoni, and as with me, I have my co-host here to get into this episode. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
It's your boy Dragon Chills here, fresh off another movie just watched, and we're going to have some fun with this one.
Shit, I am a co-host now, aren't I?
Yes, you
Hey
are.
y'all, what's up? It's your girl Royal. And like Dragon says, we're gonna have some fun, right?
Chef G.
Yep.
Chef G here. Oh, I forgot my earrings. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go grab those. I have special earrings for tonight.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Well, thank you for that wonderful introduction, Chef G. Ooh, I forgot my earrings. And as she
And
goes
then
get
she's
them.
gone.
Yep.
And she's gone. Okay then.
It's all good.
Listen,
It's all good.
I gotta get used to dynamics for the show. People disappearing, it's earrings. I need to look. If we supposed to have a theme, I need to know that we supposed to have a theme.
You
Okay, we gotta be
too?
together on this.
I didn't even know we had a theme.
Apparently, she had a theme out all by herself without letting us know.
That's
It's all
it.
good. All good.
There we go.
And she's
Let's see
back.
the theme. Let's
All right,
I
let's
wanna
see
see
these
the theme.
earrings. Come on, what the
Where
earrings?
the earrings
Where are
at?
the earrings?
All right, so the earrings they pertain to the show and my background, but not necessarily to anything food related to what we watched.
Wait, I can't see.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
Mickey
that's
Mouse popcorn
popcorn.
earring. I see.
That's
Okay.
cute.
All right. All
In my own
right.
popcorn earrings. We gotta do this thing in solidarity.
Right.
That means
Yes.
everybody can pair popcorn earrings.
No.
Oh god.
No.
You can buy those sticker ones that the
There you
kids
go.
wear.
There you go.
Oh.
See stickers. That'll be
No.
fine.
There you go. So as you can tell, we have definitely watched a lot of stuff this week. I know you guys have, as we have.
There's
What?
always something to watch. Always.
There's always something to watch.
So what you want
I
to
don't
get
know.
into first?
I enjoyed the movie we
There's
watched
always
this
something
week.
to watch.
But the TV shows were really good this week. As we said, The Night Agent dropped last week on Netflix on Thursday of last week.
Mhm.
And we got, they're hour-long episodes, and we had a busy packed weekend, but we got 5 episodes completed. We're on the 6th episode, and it has got us hooked. And I am very sad that we only have 5 episodes left, because it's
Boy,
only a 10-episode season.
Let me tell you, we got into this. So while this weekend we were busy and we went to go visit some family, and while with the family, we decided to start this up. Let me tell you how stupid that was of us, because we got hooked after like the second episode. Was like, oh, now we gotta drive home. But I would have watched what's going on.
So we immediately got hooked, right? But here's the thing. And we're probably about the same, in as far as how far along we are into the series. I'm just gonna say this. I am not a huge fan of all of the characters. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? I'm not a huge fan. One of the protagonists irritates the shit out of me. But other than that, it's a good show. I think it's really good. It's very action packed. I think the storyline is very believable. It's not like some type of far fetched whatever. I mean government corruption. Live that on a day-to-day basis. So anyway,
Not too far for that, just saying. But
I think it's a good story. I think the actors are really good. I cannot think of her last name, but I think her last name's Farr, the Asian lady with the gray hair. I love her.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely love her.
the chief of staff.
Yeah. The president's chief of staff. I absolutely love her. I think she's excellent.
So we're speaking around it. Anyone want to give a summary of what the show is, so the audience understands what the heck we're talking about?
Oh, yeah, I guess I could do that.
I would say Drew introduced us to the show, so I guess
Right.
I did. Let me pull up a new window just so
Oh,
I can
you're
get the
right.
cookie cutter one.
You don't need
Oh,
the
you're bringing that
IMDb. Just explain. You've watched 5 episodes. You can't explain what the movie, what the show
I
is.
get it, but I'd rather give a proper
Oh God.
thing.
Proper.
No, not that.
in honor of.
So, okay. The Night Agent is a new series on Netflix. It's basically following a low-level FBI agent by the name of Peter Sutherland, who works in the basement of the White House, manning a phone that never rings, obviously, until it rings that night.
Right.
Yeah. And when it does, when it does ring, it propels him into a conspiracy that leads all the way to the Oval Office. So it is just basically espionage spy story at its best. Like
In your backyard,
the-
though. For us, it's in our
Oh.
backyard because it's in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
That's right down the street. Let's go.
So like for me, like just like the first episode, it's one of those, like, all right, it's taking you this way, and you're like, oh, okay, I know where we're going. And then the second episode takes you completely the opposite direction. It is a complete 180, and it keeps you going. It keeps you getting hooked because you don't know where it's going and what they're doing because there's so much internal friggin' turmoil going
It
on in
throws
this
so
show.
much information at you, but not in a bad way. You know, you're going to
No.
get this here, you're going to get this here. And the first 2 episodes got all the action into it. So you hook from the action. You got the story pulling you in, and it's like, all right. And you got to keep going. It's like, oh, man, I just can't stop this. It's almost as bad as when we watched Wednesday. Almost.
It wasn't
was-
that bad. It wasn't that bad because Wednesday we were stuck from like the first episode all to the 8th, or however many episodes it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was 10. But all I'm saying is we didn't go to bed till 4 a.m. So just let
Yeah,
you know.
we did pretty much the same thing with Wednesday. We got through 8 episodes and then woke up and finished it the next day.
Yeah,
Like, it
yeah.
was-
I personally freaking love the show. Prior to me going into teaching and going to culinary school, I actually wanted to be in the FBI. That was like my goal. I wanted to go to law school and be an FBI agent. So whenever I see these type of shows that have, you know, a similar storyline or anything to that effect, like Quantico, or, you know, this, or, you know, whatever it may be, I get so excited and I get so enthralled, and it's like, you know, living a piece of the life that I never got to have. So
I'm just saying, what kind of childhood you had that you want to be an FBI agent? That's a new one to me.
I want to know why the major career shift, because you went from Quantico to, you know, being in the kitchen.
See, this thing happened where I had to have one back surgery, and then I had to have 2 back surgeries.
Mm.
And I was always interested in law as a kid.
Okay.
I always wanted to go, and I wanted to be an attorney. And so I always wanted to go to law school.
So why didn't
Okay.
you?
Well, you know, there's math grades, and
There's that. There is that.
There's that, but I injured my back right after my 19th birthday.
Oh no.
Damn.
Well,
So
I can honestly say in my life, I actually knew I had a friend that was actually an FBI agent.
Oh shit! Big Papa's in the house.
Oh, he's joining the party. What's going on, Big Papa? To this day, we still have no idea who this guy is. No
Mhm.
idea.
It
do
is
I
Drew's.
know you?
It is
I got
Drew's
that
number one.
idea.
It is Drew's number one fan. Rayanne, he's coming for your man.
Oh, oh, it's like that.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't say it's like that.
It's like
but-
that. Don't lie. Come on, Drew. You can do it.
No. I already
on,
said
Drew.
it. I'm not going again.
Come on, Drew. You can do it.
I already
What are we
said
talking
it.
about? I'm so confused. I'm so
You're-
I
confused.
said what's up to him already.
Drew be
Okay,
hating to say what's up to Big Papa because you know his name's Big Papa.
Okay, so here's the thing. While we're talking about this show, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but again, I will say that the female main character irritates the ever loving shit out of me. You understand? If I'm ever in a situation where somebody is trying to save my life, I'm not gonna have any questions. Okay? It's not gonna be there's not gonna be no interrogation. There's not gonna be anything like that. You trying to save my life? Okay, let's go. That's it. That is my only real complaints about her character is that she just, I don't know, just shut the fuck up and do what you're supposed to do.
I'm
That's
just saying.
my
The first time she meets him, he literally helps her get through a situation that would have possibly killed her, and you don't trust him from there on out. Like, you know what? You know, you had my back then, and you didn't even know me. Now you spend some time with me, you still trying to help me out. You know what? Let me just
Though,
listen.
Her
Uh-huh.
background is cybersecurity, so I mean, it makes sense. I totally would question everything. I question everything. So I don't. I mean, I feel indifferent to her. I didn't like the one guy, the guy who played in Terminator.
Robert
Hawkins.
Patrick's character.
Yeah, I didn't
Mhm.
like his character. I wanted to punch him a couple times. I thought he was so annoying.
Oh, he was a dick. Certainly.
Well, he played
not
pretty
be
much
bold.
the same character.
Always.
He played pretty much the same character he did, minus being a racist, in Peacemaker. Pretty much the same character.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's one of those people that sometimes gets stereotype picked for roles, so it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
like,
mean, he played his character very well in this.
he made you hate him, and that's his job.
Yeah, that was his job. He did a
It's like-
great job in that.
it's like he's typecast as assholes. Is it just me?
Yes, he is. No
Not
question.
in every movie, but in most of the movies. Well, and it's funny that you say no, because I just watched one. I just watched a movie, and for some reason, there's been a lot of like straight to video John Travolta movies that I didn't even know about on Netflix. And it was one from 2019 that had John Travolta and Morgan Freeman and Brendan Fraser in it, called The Poison Rose. And yeah, it was actually a decent film, surprisingly, because I didn't even know it came out. But like Brendan Fraser just recently started acting again, and it was decent. But like Robert Patrick played a sheriff in that one.
Okay.
I was
Yeah, and he
wondering
wasn't
where this was
complete-
going. It's like got these wheels
I'm
spinning.
getting the tie-in. It's going there. The tie-in is happening.
his
But,
his tires are fast as a grandma on Sunday driving home from church.
Wow.
Here we go. But hey, maybe you could go watch it. It's on Netflix.
Maybe we'll see.
So what you're saying is that he played a dick.
No, he played a sheriff that was trying to get to the bottom of crimes in his town.
So
What
he
is
was
that?
he was the good guy.
Yeah, he was a good guy in this one.
Oh shit! Surprise, surprise.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So how does
But
that? Okay.
well, it ties in because he's not always typecast as an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
most of the time.
Gotcha.
Chef G
Yes.
was like, I'm still lost here.
Doesn't
Sorry.
take
You know what?
much for her.
You know what? I had a
Wow.
long day with all those kids. They're making cakes today and yesterday, frosting them.
You
Couldn't
had
measure powdered sugar.
had a frosting mess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
man.
But
So
I mean, I take it everybody in here likes The Night Agent and will finish the season. I would
definitely
imagine.
gotta
Oh,
finish it out.
definitely. I am too invested in this storyline to not finish it. Okay, I need to know. I need to know. Listen, I need to know who done it. You understand? I need to know who is the. Even though right now where we are, I kind of have my I kind of have my suspicions of who the big bad is. And I mean, of course, we've seen some interactions here and there, especially in the first few episodes or whatever of the men behind the scenes. But I feel like that there may be more to the story than that. So
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, I can't-
I can honestly say that as of right now, I hope this gets more than one season.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
I
See,
do.
I mean, it depends on how it finishes out, doesn't it? Like
Well, yeah, I mean, it really depends on how it finishes. But
What if you leave it as
for
a
one, please, for the love of God, do not end this on a cliffhanger because I will be fucking pissed.
see, the problem with some of these stuff with
And-
having,
and the guy is black screen.
Oh God, don't
But-
do that.
but yeah, the problem with some of these shows that you say that you want to have a second season, where is it really going to go to? Like from this story, right? You're gonna have this whole inclusive story again with the same person or a different person. It is a lot to make this story work. I think it'd be fine with just staying as this one series, this one season, call it a day.
I mean, if it follows like depending on how it ends, if it follows like Agent Sutherland on another like night agent type case, then
Or
I can
maybe
see
he
that.
becomes a night
Or he
agent.
becomes a night agent, right? So we never know.
Or they find out who the big bad of the series is, but they don't get to him, and then it continues on into another season.
Mhm.
Anything can happen.
It could, but that's
Realistic.
that's drawing out a whole lot at that point in time.
But
You-
a lot of shows do that though, right?
But
Yeah,
you
but
you ever notice like the shows that you want to get a second season, and then there's shows that you don't want to get a second season, or a third season, or a fourth season, or a fifth season, and
yes,
those shows continue to freaking go.
yes, I do
Like,
understand
Yes.
that. Trust me, I understand that. There's plenty of them out there.
but anybody else got anything that besides me that they watched? I mean, because we watched The Night Agent. What else you guys watch?
So this week, continue along the lines of things, dropping and releasing. We had episode 4 of season 3, episode 4 of The Mandalorian, the Foundlings.
Yep,
It was
chapter
the
20, The
Foundling.
Foundling.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
as we continue our adventure with The Mandalorian, we get more Grogu in this now. Ah, thank God, because unfortunately, let me just a little preview back into my family. I have a son who has a Grogu doll that refuses to call him Grogu. He'll call him for forever
Baby.
on Baby Yoda, and it irks my nerves. He'll be like, Baby Yoda. I was like, no, it's Grogu, Grogu. Please stop that. But he enjoys doing it. So he plucks
for
that
you.
nerve, like just plucks that nerve. But nonetheless, we had a situation where Grogu finally gets some spotlight, where he gets a little story time of his own. So how did everybody feel about it?
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I think Grogu is so stinking cute, so I'm happy every time he's on screen. It's just like honestly, I'm watching it for more than that. Like, don't get me wrong, but
Hmm.
it's like that was when I was watching the episode. That was literally one of the first things I said. I was like, oh my god, he's so stinking cute, and it's just but just like I got to see him, you know, doing more, fighting and everything like that. Like him doing the training for why can't I think of it?
Mandalorian.
Hey, thank you. What is the name of the fucking show? Anyway,
I can't wait till Grogu gets his armor and he becomes a real
yes, and he got
Mandalorian.
his little piece of armor and stuff. I was happy about
You
that.
think it could have been something other than a giant ass fucking
A giant ass medallion on his middle of his
They're
chest.
like, hey, what's going on? But honestly, though,
Something else.
I think one of my favorite scenes in this episode was when they put the darts on.
The training darts.
Yeah.
They're talking the whole time. I think he's too small to fight. You sure about that? Give him a chance.
Yeah, and then he's like, "It's okay. Show him what you can do, Grog."
and
Fuck you.
pulls out a Yoda backflip, front flip into tagging his ass.
I mean, they did say this line that I feel like most people should take on in their entire lives. Just if you do not know, do not speak type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
spent that episode trying to figure out how old is he, because Godoni here kept saying, "Oh well, he's just a kid. He's just a baby," and I was like, "But how old is he? And when is he going to get taller?" And I was very obsessed with knowing that, since they did a little bit more backstory. I want to know how old he is, and I want him to grow bigger.
Well, considering the fact that
I want him to use words.
I get that, but considering the fact that now, whatchamacallit, considering the fact that
Now.
that
You
we
can't even think
learned
about
that
it.
he was around during Order 66,
You can
And-
do it.
throwback to those people who didn't realize, but the Jedi that actually saved Grogu in Order 66 redeemed himself for who'd played Jar Jar Binks.
That
The
was
guy
Jar
who
Jar
played-
Binks.
That was the guy who played Jar Jar Binks.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's a little tidbit information from behind the scenes. Yes, I'm glad he got a chance to not be Jar Jar Binks. Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
But that still
So
doesn't answer my question on how old he is and
Well,
why is he getting any taller.
the
And
reason that he the reason you can know how old he is by dating it to how long ago Order 66 happened, because this is after Return of the Jedi and before The Force Awakens, and you have to figure Order 66 was what, like 60 years prior to A New Hope, something like that.
Something
Yeah.
of that nature.
And he was a child then. So he's got to be almost 100 now. Easily.
So, how old was Yoda?
Old. He was old. He was old in the prequels, and he was even older in the original.
I thought he was only like a couple hundred years old.
No, he was like in it. He was like in his probably 5, 6, 7, 800 years old.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, here, let's find out, shall we?
You keep talking. I was already doing it.
You're gonna look it up? Okay, look it up for me, please. But yeah,
Yoda-
I'm pretty sure.
Yoda, when he passed away, was 900 years old.
There you go. See, I was close.
So, considering all things, he's a child.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He is a child by all means. I am glad that the series has picked up. Although the one bad episode that they had, I mean, still got a 7.6. Out of 3 years, that's the lowest rating that show has gotten out of 3 seasons. That is not bad at all. I just wasn't a huge fan of it because of all the backstory. It's like, oh, hey, they have this dope-ass fight scene with Mando, and then cut to something else.
Cut to a whole
Oh,
nother
by the
story
way,
that
did
nobody wants to
any-
watch.
Hey, did anybody catch the Easter egg joke in that episode?
All right, Abby. What was the Easter egg joke?
What was the Easter egg?
Easter egg joke from episode, was that episode 3? It was episode 3. No. 2. Episode 2. The Easter egg joke from episode 2 of Mandalorian was, come to the dark side, we have cookies. Because that is a phrase that people made popular in shirts and everything else. Shit, we have an oven mitt that says, come to the dark side, we have cookies. Because remember, the girl gave him the freaking ration cookies in the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I picked up on that. That's cool. But yeah,
I would not have
it's-
paid attention to that.
yeah, I've been watching a lot of shit, and I was like,
I didn't really
Somebody-
think about
somebody commented, and I was like, son of a bitch, they did do that joke. But
I would also like to point out
there it is, yellow biscuits. That is correct.
Today is one of the this week is Spirit Week at the school, and I today is wear your favorite music/band T-shirt, and apparently I don't have any, so I borrowed Godoni's Star Wars Imperial March shirt.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
It got me through the day.
It got you through the day.
Oh
So,
yeah,
how'd the kids like it then? Since
the kids loved it.
see, there you go, Drew. You got good taste. The kids love it.
I know. I figured. It is. It is what it is for me. But we also tried to watch Murder Mystery 1 again. Well, she finished it. I fell asleep watching it again, but because we're gearing up for this Friday because Murder Mystery 2 comes out.
You gotta do better with that one.
Right.
That transit.
Well, what?
Come
I'm
on,
just
that
saying.
transit. Just you could do a little better with that one. Come on.
I can do it better, but I mean, how do you want me to do it?
I don't know.
Like,
At least with some energy, like, oh, me and the wife tried to watch Murder Mystery
No.
1. Like, okay, why?
This Friday, Murder Mystery 2 with Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler comes out, so we decided to watch the original Murder Mystery 1, and I can't.
there you go.
Bravo, Chef G. Thank you. See, she got the idea. She
Where's
got
your
the
energy,
memo.
Drew?
We kind of got through it. I didn't remember most of the movie, which is nice. I guess that we had a refresher.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch the next one.
You know
Now
what,
that I'm
honestly-
into the characters.
Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't know. I just couldn't keep my attention. So maybe I'll try to watch it again before the second one comes out.
Yeah. I kind of agree with her. You know, kind of. kind of fell asleep on it halfway through, like when they
That's about where I fell asleep. was
like
halfway through
when they
this.
got on the boat and everything started happening, I was like,
You know what?
yes,
The other movie that I like that came out on Amazon Prime, right? Wasn't Shotgun Wedding on Amazon Prime? The
Hmm.
one
think-
with Jennifer Lopez and
yes,
Josh
yes,
Josh Duhamel.
yes.
That movie kept my attention, and it's similar, like kind of similar to this, but not really because it's not a murder mystery. But I mean, technically, it's a mystery on who's doing it
Not a
to them.
mystery. It's a whole damn hostage situation.
Yeah, but they had to figure out who was doing it and who was behind it.
Oh shit.
That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
Ugh. Sorry,
But
dropped my phone.
I mean, it's a good show. I mean, you got to go back and at least give it a chance just to
We-
watch the second one.
We will got to, because how you gonna talk about the second one if you can't watch the first one? Oh,
Right. Uh-oh.
keep going.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
keep it going.
Okay, well, so speaking of falling asleep on things, me and Dragon have been trying to get through the Bert Kreischer stand-up for the longest. I think we attempted to watch it, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 times. All 3 times conked out, like probably in the first couple of jokes, right? So the other night we actually made it through, and when I tell you it was the funniest freaking stand-up I have seen this year. I mean, like the last, it's like, it's like a couple of chuckles or whatever, like during, right? But then the last couple of jokes is like they're killer. I mean, like killer. Like could not stop laughing. Rewound it and couldn't stop laughing again. Like it was hilarious. So if anything has my vote, I would say to go watch Bert Kreischer. What is it? What's the name of it? It's Razzle Dazzle. Yeah, his
A little
that's the
razzle
fourth one,
dazzle,
Razzle Dazzle.
because he's preparing for his new movie coming out later on
Yeah,
in May.
The Machine.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah,
it was
I still gotta
hilarious.
watch that. I didn't find time to actually watch it, only because we were so busy over the weekend. But I do want to watch it, and I'm
Mhm.
glad that you say now that there's some funny stuff in there. And
Oh, it is.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Did
It's
he? Did he have a stand-up that was in theaters? Was that him? Like
yes,
a long time ago? Like
yeah,
In
he's the
theaters?
comedian that never
15
wears a
years
shirt.
ago?
No,
He
he's
did.
never had it in
It's
theaters.
never been in the theater.
Oh,
They've
it's
all
Netflix.
been on Netflix specials.
No, all his stand-ups have been Netflix specials.
They played one. Well, no, it's like one of those like the Pantheon or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like where they do like a special event where
Mm.
you have to pay for the movie ticket,
Okay.
even if you have like, even if you have like Regal Unlimited, you have to pay. It's like what they did for Terrifier 2, where
Okay.
it was a special event ticket. So
Mm.
To see a
yeah,
comedian over 15 years ago in the theater, and it was hilarious, but I don't remember who it was. And I don't remember
You
if it
said
was a special event. I know that it was packed.
15 years ago? Nah, this definitely wasn't Bert Kreischer.
the Bert Kreischer's fairly newer comic.
I won't say fairly,
Oh,
but
Chris Rock. Weren't you talking about Chris Rock?
no, we were not.
We were talking about
Oh.
Bert Kreischer, but no. But
No.
speaking of Chris Rock, Jesus. So I told you guys a couple of shows back, I think I was going to try. I don't think I told you guys on air, but I said I was going to try to make it through his stand-up.
Did you?
I made it through. I wish I-
Yeah.
No, we didn't. We made it halfway through. We didn't finish
Was
it.
it halfway? I
Yeah,
thought
we-
we did the whole
No,
thing.
we
Okay,
made
either way, it was
halfway.
bad.
He
Either way,
has
it
the
was bad.
same tired jokes that he had when he started. He's not.
No.
He's not funny.
He's not funny at all.
He's
He's just-
funny when he's like on the one-liners, like in movies. He's funny, but like as a stand-up, he's just not a stand-up comedian anymore.
He's not funny. He's just loud.
He's
You know what I
not-
yeah.
mean?
So when it comes to Chris Rock, he likes to do everything has to be political. Everything has to be something that's gonna be political or something that's talking about somebody rather than just being a joke about what's happening in his life. It's always got to be like it's got to be edgy. It's got to give him something he can just laugh and be loud with.
Yeah, but I mean, other people could do all politics and still be funny as shit. I'll give you a prime example. George Carlin. Funny as shit. We saw that man before he passed away. And even into his old age, that man could make you laugh like you would not believe. That, but certain people can do it and certain people can't.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Have you guys ever seen any George Carlin specials?
Never heard of him.
You ever heard of George Carlin?
No.
George Carlin?
Maybe I have. I don't know. I need to see a picture.
You ever seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rufus.
Yeah.
That's literally George Carlin.
Rufus.
Yes, the guy that sends them back in time.
Oh, yes. I know
older
you're talking
guy
about.
with the gray
Yes.
ponytail.
Yes, I know
Rufus.
exactly. Thank you. Thank you for giving me
Hey, wait. The cardinal from Dogma. The one that invented the Buddy Christ.
Your examples are not clicking for him.
Dogma is such an old movie.
It's such a good movie, though.
It
It's
was
a
a,
good
it
movie,
was a
but
good
it's-
movie. No one's arguing that it wasn't. It was a good movie, but you have to think of something that would actually spark, something. Bill and Ted,
Okay.
there were several of those. Dogma was only one. You're not
Yeah.
going to remember that one person, because in Dogma you had so many characters to try to concentrate on. You had Ben Affleck, you had Salma Hayek, you had
Matt Damon.
thank you. You had a whole
Jay and
lot.
Silent Bob.
Yes.
What's her name?
Alanis
Morissette.
Morissette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As God.
As God. Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
It was
I
good.
love that movie. You can't even buy that movie anymore.
No. You forget
No,
what
I mean, I'm saying you can't get it streaming and you can't get it on Blu-ray. You can't get it on anything.
what society we live in right now.
That's not why. It's because
Why?
they're going through whatchamacallit, distribution hell.
How are they going to? Okay. Sure.
No, because the company that distributes it, or is the distribution of it, they don't, or there's some fucking thing going on with it, like copyrights and all that, and laws and everything else. Something they're having like copyright disputes. Last time I heard, so it hasn't come out streaming or digital or anything like that.
Mm.
I think I have a copy of it on DVD somewhere. I think it's worth like $1,000 because you can't find it.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drew, for the random fact of the day. So before we get into our the main attraction of the show, when you go to the movies, you always gotta stop at the concession stand because you gotta find some food because you want to eat during the movie because maybe you got a favorite snack or something that you want to do. So Chef G, what you got prepared for us for this week for our main attraction?
So I think steak au poivre. Our main attraction takes place primarily in France, and so I want a little French with the dish, a little bit of a medium rare. Well, I prefer it medium rare. Steak au poivre. So it is a filet mignon that is coated in crushed peppercorns with a cognac cream sauce, and it's delicious. Maybe served with some French fries for Gadoni here.
Or a mashed potato or anything really.
Please tell me you do not eat French fries with your steak.
No.
Okay.
Mashed
thank you.
potatoes and gravy, actually. I do eat French fries with steak, but that's not the point.
You uncultured
Not with
swine.
that.
You uncultured swine.
What? You eat French fries with your steak?
With a steak? Not that steak. That's too good of a steak to have French fries with.
Any steak is too good of a steak to have French fries with.
No.
We're
You
not
telling me when you go to Chili's and you get a steak?
Chili's.
I don't need a Chili's.
Who's going to go to Chili's for a steak? That's just like saying, hey, you know what? You know it's a great idea? Let's go to IHOP and get a T-bone. That's what that is. You're not going to Chili's for no steak. You're not going to IHOP for no steak. Why? Why not? Because the fact of the matter is you're not going to get a grilled steak. You're going to get a steak that they threw on this damn metal plate, heated it up, and say, here, go.
No, I feel like I've been
Mm.
with Dragon for too long. Like I was never really a steak eater, but now it's like I can only eat steak a certain way. And anything like and I have to go to certain places to get it. Like if I'm not going somewhere where steak is not one of the things they specialize in, I'm not going to order a steak. I just can't do it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would eat the steak au poivre with some sauteed spinach, maybe some broccolini with a little bit of garlic on it, and maybe some potatoes au dauphinoise, um, or something to that effect. That's what
I,
I would prefer.
I I'm just
With
saying. I'm just saying, Cadoni, you hear this? You hear your wife describing such
Hey,
a
I
great
said
meal
I
that
would
it could.
have mashed potatoes or
I'm
I'd have
just.
something with it. Maybe
She.
potatoes au gratin. I can eat that too. It's all good.
I'm just saying. She called you out, said he probably had French fries. So that sounds like something you get
No,
on a regular
that's what she
basis.
said she would make for me. I didn't say I would do it.
She said.
and also when I was trying to figure out what to do, this picture that I found online looked amazing from all the
And
different,
they actually show it with French fries on it.
and they show it with French fries. I was just giving them
Thank
credit.
you.
Oh God. You just had to give him some validation. You just
But,
couldn't let that one just
It's like
I will
slide.
put it this
that's her job. That's her job as wifey.
I
She
will
has
put
to
it this way. I will put it this way. If you go and look at it, of course, it's not a regular French fry. It would be an elevated French fry that is obviously, like garlic fries or something that goes elevated with the dish because it's an elevated steak.
Mhm.
So,
So how you like your
yes.
steak? Come on, round the table. How's everybody like their steak?
Depends where it's from. Usually medium rare.
Okay.
Usually, but it depends on where it's from and what cut too.
What's your favorite cut?
No. Um. I don't know. I mean,
Not gonna be
I
the
like.
filet.
No, I really do like filet mignon.
I like
I
it.
don't know.
Top two then. I give you a cop out. Top two.
Top two. Okay, filet mignon and a really good cut of ribeye.
Okay.
Or I could be pretentious culinarian and I could just say, I want myself a Wagyu steak.
Oh, there it
Wagyu.
is.
Oh,
Okay.
excuse me. Miss Fancy went the Wagyu route. Okay.
Hey, you know what? I got spoiled when I lived in San Francisco, and
That's a lot of fat in those Wagyu, and that's what makes
But
it so
it's
good.
awesome.
but it's so
So
good.
good. Have you never had a Wagyu steak?
I've never had a Wagyu steak. I'm probably one of the only people that's not interested in eating one.
She-
I'm gonna tell you, it's the
she's-
juiciest thing.
She's not into fat. So when
I
she
am
gets her
not
steak, she cuts all the fat off of it.
at all.
Yeah, but you don't
I don't
because
eat
there's
steak
so
at all.
much of it, you don't even taste it because it's just everywhere in it and it melts it all and makes
It's
it
butter
tender.
in your mouth.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I don't like it. I
That-
don't
that-
like it at all. That's why filet is probably my favorite cut. But ribeye is definitely a close second. But other than that, I'm not a fatty person. Like anything that any type of meat that has fat on it, I'm cutting it off because I don't like it.
I don't really care for the fat either. I won't eat it. It's like watching The Great Outdoors and watching him eat the old 76er. And then he's like, "Well, all that's left on there is gristle and fat." No, I'm good. I can't do it. I can't gristle and fat. But no, my favorite is gonna be a filet, but I'd probably do it medium for me. I'm not a big
Medium
medium
here?
rare.
Medium here too.
Yeah, I like medium. I could be unsophisticated and say I like it well done, but I won't.
Oh
take
God.
Oh God,
steak well
we'd
done.
kick you off the
Might as well
show.
eat it burnt.
We would
You
kick
might
you
as
off the show. You done killed the steak twice unnecessarily. Why?
outside and bite into
Hey,
your.
and then throw some ketchup on top just for you, buddy.
Oh, you hurt. Oh, you hurt. You damn American. You damn
I'm just
American.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Low blow.
So for me, if I had to pick my top two, it's definitely got to be prime rib and ribeye. There's something about a good prime rib with some au jus sauce and a nice crust on the outside that just say Maggie feet. I just love it. I grew up I grew up with expensive taste buds because my father, he worked hard and he treated his family well. So I've had some good taste in my life. So yes,
I'm
prime rib and ribeye. There you go.
Darren is a
Right.
snake. He's a steak snob, like
And
for real.
and
Full steak.
and as Rayanne already, as Chef G already said, it has to be medium rare. Anything else is you're just torturing the cow.
Gadoni, you want to piss him off? Tell him you're gonna put ketchup on his prime rib.
Oh. Oh.
No, I couldn't even say that because that's not even right.
My family makes prime rib for the holidays.
Every friggin' holiday.
Drew doesn't appreciate it.
I do not.
Why
I
not?
am not a huge fan of prime rib, especially the way they prepare it, which is basically bleeding out of its freaking sides. I can't do it.
Juicy, Drew.
No,
Juicy.
it's not juicy. It's blood.
It's juicy, goddammit.
No. But
Okay, we have really gone off on this steak rant though.
we have gone off.
Yes, we have. Why not? Because
Let's get back on the topic.
Let's get back on topic. Okay, so we were talking about the main event, right? So our main event this week is what? Who's leading us into it?
you already started, so why not continue?
Sure. So our main event this week is John Wick. See, I don't have all the information on John Wick though. Did it come out this past weekend? Is
Just
that what it
came out last weekend.
It just came out last week.
Okay,
Last
so
Friday.
Friday. All right, so it came out on Friday. Me and Dragon went to go see it today, finally. And yeah, I thought it was pretty freaking awesome. However, I am going to say this, in my opinion may not be popular, but I am tired. I am tired of John Wick. I really am. I sincerely hope this is the last one in the series. I really do.
Well,
Do you want me to go?
Sure.
yeah, go ahead.
Right. So I really liked it. It was non-stop action. It was just non-stop action. I mean, the story was all right. I didn't fall asleep. I didn't get bored. There was a puppy in it, so I got really excited that there was a puppy. Hey, you know what?
It's the little things, huh?
Everything.
It definitely wasn't a puppy, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Puppy.
He was a cute puppy. Anywho, I really
Bit people's
liked it.
nuts off.
Oh, that hurt.
mean,
Why you gotta remind
Maybe
me?
they deserved it.
And the sad thing is, it got attacked when he said nuts. That's
That's what
So-
that's the attack word. Nuts. Ah.
Going back to my previous wanting to go into law enforcement, when I was in high school, I participated in a summer-long youth law enforcement academy,
Mhm.
and we got to play with the dogs, and they got to attack people wearing the suits, and the dogs had a lot of fun. So
okay. Hey, this is also coming from my wife, who almost tried to pet a drug dog while going into freaking Disneyland and almost got arrested for it.
My lord.
wagging his tail at
As she
me,
walks away, I'm like, you can't touch them. They're working. What are you doing?
That's
he
like
was smiling and wagging his tail at me, and he wanted
As
to
he was working.
leave me alone.
yeah, and I got a question. If he'd have started sniffing at you and barking and growling, you'd have been handcuffed because they thought you were a drug mule.
No.
I'm just.
I will say I'm
Are you?
glad-
Are
well,
you? I'm sorry. I was gonna say, are you the type of person that sees like Cujo on the street and is like, oh, look at the puppy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
That's her.
Oh, the cute puppy. Arrgh. You such a good boy.
No, trying to bite your face off, but it's like, oh, he's just playing. No. Okay, all right.
You know the little kid
But-
with the unicorn?
You said what?
The little kid with the unicorn?
Was that you?
Them?
Yeah, that's you.
I will say this though. At least you guys got it. We went and saw it in IMAX, so we didn't get it. But the in memory of, is it Lance Reddick, right?
Yes, Lance Reddick.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the concierge in the film passed away in real life and we didn't bring it up last week like we were supposed to. Yeah, very sad. Very young, vibrant.
We're middle aged.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you don't have to tell me. I feel it every day. Every fucking day.
Like, oh,
It's like
please,
something just breaks down for no reason now. It's whatever.
Yeah, no, but it was really sad. And honestly, so are we spoiling it all? I mean, it's been about
Spoiling the
5
movie?
days since the movie came
Nah,
out.
we're not about to spoil it,
I
but
mean,
we can
just
give.
this part, I guess.
Yes, you go ahead.
So
You can
because
spoil that.
okay, so just this part. So just what it didn't really sit well with me, I guess. And of course, you know, the producers and director writers, they didn't know, of course, that he was going to pass away. But the fact that his character passed away in the movie and he passed away in real life, that was the saddest part of the movie for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and obviously it fit the storyline.
Obviously.
Yeah, clearly it fit the storyline.
Yes,
It-
it's storyline. Yes, it was great
It
because
fit
it
the
worked,
storyline, but
but
it still hurt, damn it.
it hurt a
I
lot
know.
because
Well, I even turned to the wife and I was like, you know, that was kind of a waste of a character because I seriously thought he'd have a lot more in.
Right.
You know, I thought he was going to be in the movie a lot more
right.
because like he was such a badass
He
through
was.
2, 3, and then the way he went out. I mean, I guess I get it the way they wrote the story. I get it because you know that was Winston's inspiration on doing what he did, and boy did he get his revenge. That was great.
Let me tell you, in this John Wick movie, he had killed enough people for a whole small country. I'm sorry. Body count out the roof with this movie.
And he would get hurt and he would keep going. It's like a freaking
Oh.
Energizer bunny.
All I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm not going to give anything away, but damn, I never want to see another flight of stairs in my entire
Oh my
fucking life.
god. Don't even
God damn.
No, you.
Dragon,
It's not even about
he
spoiling.
would have lost me at 222 steps. Like when he said, when they said, "Who's climbing the 222 stairs?" That wouldn't have been me. No, I'm sorry. I guess I'm not getting him that day. Fuck that.
Dude, and then to watch him, I'm like, oh my lord, what?
What is that landmark? Because that is a landmark in Paris. What is those steps?
It's Jesus Christ, I forgot the name. I forgot
Well,
the
it
name
was
of
the
it.
steps to the it was the steps to get to the church.
To the church. Yeah.
Yeah, where he had the duel.
Wow,
But-
thanks,
What's
Drew.
the church? Sacre Coeur, right?
What?
Was it? The name of the church was Sacre Coeur or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
I didn't give anything. I said that where he had a duel. I mean that was the whole setup to what was going on. I didn't give anything away.
I don't
Right.
believe that was in the previews that, you know, hey, it's going to be a giant duel. But, you know,
Listen. It's been 5 days. At this point, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to go see the movie. That's all I'm gonna say. But I will say this movie definitely had some of my favorite actors in it. Like, of course, Keanu Reeves is a given. You know what I mean? But it still had like Bill Skarsgård and Donnie Yen, and one that I was really surprised to see because I don't remember seeing him in the previews, and I'm probably going to butcher his name, but is it Hiroyuki Sanada?
Scorpion.
Yeah, the guy who
yes.
played Scorpion.
Yes, I love him. I love
Well,
him.
he
I
was
think
in
he's
John
really
Wick
awesome.
3, I want to
Was he in
say.
three? He was in
It
two.
was either
Okay.
2 or 3.
3 or 2,
Was-
either one or the other.
Yeah, it was one of them. He was in the series for a brief moment.
Yeah, so I was surprised. I was surprised to see him in the fourth one, honestly. But I was glad to see him. I mean, I really do like him as an actor, and of course Donnie Yen as well. Like, Ip Man is some of my like favorite action movies.
I love him
Um,
in Rogue One.
Yeah.
I'm one with the Force, and the Force is one with me.
Yes, I love how when he gets into a character, he makes it his own. It's not your
He-
typical. He's not your, like, prime example. You know, in Force and with Rogue One, he was a blind man with a cane, but he wasn't the normal blind man with the cane. And he was a normal Force user because he's like, please help me, Force, help me, Force, help me, Force, help me, Force, help me, Force. You know, it's entertaining because I guess you say he doesn't take himself too serious, but he's serious in his roles.
Yeah.
But why do I feel like he always plays a blind man?
He's only played twice.
He's not doing it twice. Rogue One and this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just you remember Rogue One.
He's
and you're
just
like,
really good at it. He's really good at it though. That was something that I said too. I was like,
Dude, I love
right
the like.
down.
I don't want to give a lot away about it, but like when he was in the kitchen with the doorbells,
That shit was genius.
Right.
You
It
understand?
is.
I have never seen anything like that before. I thought it was awesome.
like
Yeah,
hey,
that's-
let,
I was
let me
just like-
put these motion doorbells up. What?
I didn't know what the fuck they were at first. Like when he put them up,
I
and then
thought they
heard,
were. To be honest, I thought they were claymores or whatever the fuck they were. Like I thought they were
bomb or
bombs.
something. Yeah, I thought that too at first, and then when the doorbell went off, I was like, oh, that's genius. That was
Mhm.
so smart. Yeah. Yeah.
But I have to say, out of all of the John Wick films now that exist, 1 through 4, I have to say this probably had the best action fight sequences in all of the series.
I would say the most unique. I think
I will tell you this though, Big Boy could fight.
you know who that is.
Big Boy.
You know who that is, right?
Who is it?
That's Steve Atkins in a fat suit.
Steve Atkins.
Yes,
Why do I know that? name?
undisputed. Was undisputed
Him?
2 or 3?
No.
Yes, that is Steve Atkins. Yes,
You're
Aya
kidding me.
guy. Steve Atkins was the hidden martial artist in this movie, and he's in a fat suit. So you know when you see this movie, you know exactly who we're talking about. And he does a hell of a fight scene in this giant fat suit, and it was
He really does.
appreciative.
And like it was really a given that he was in a fat suit too. So I was like, he
Scott
is nimble as hell.
Huh?
Scott Adkins.
Yes, that's what I said.
Did you say?
I thought you said Steve.
I thought you said Steve.
Oh,
Did
I'm
you say
sorry.
Steve?
Scott Atkins. You know me. I'm names. Ain't
Oh, he was in Boyka Undisputed as well.
yes.
Okay.
He
I know who he is now.
he was in.
Oh shit, he was
in.
in Day Shift.
Yes.
He was one of the
I still
twins,
haven't
One
right?
of,
seen that
one of the
movie.
brothers. Yes. When they had.
I still haven't seen that.
You
I
haven't
know
seen
who he
Day
is
Shift?
now.
Oh,
No, Day Shift is a
That's-
Jamie Foxx movie, right?
Jamie
Is that
Foxx
what
movie
that is?
Yeah.
on Netflix.
It was a
yes.
good Jamie Foxx movie, believe it or not.
He's had some good movies. Don't do that.
Hey, I'm not discrediting him. I'm just saying, as of late, it was one of his better films.
I'm just saying, we were out there playing football.
Yeah, any given Sunday. Yeah. Like,
Um,
my favorite, I think my favorite Jamie Foxx movie is probably Ray. That's probably my favorite Jamie Foxx movie.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, didn't he win an Academy Award for that?
probably.
I want to say he did.
Yeah, I want to say he did. But John Wick, though, John Wick 4 was a good culmination to the series. I'm glad they did what they did with it. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just saying I'm glad the direction they went, and I do know that I heard recently,
Heard it through the grapevine. Come on.
yeah, on Facebook that the people who produce these films are possibly open to doing a John Wick 5.
Dear God, no.
Originally
Please.
they were supposed to film John Wick 4 and 5 back to back. But I think Keanu Reeves and the director have other plans because obviously they're working on an Amazon Prime show that is a prequel to John Wick, or the High Table, whatever you want
How?
to call it,
How are we gonna have a prequel to John Wick?
because it is Winston's story about the Continental. It's the story of the show's called The Continental, so it'll be Winston.
I understand, but when I say this, John, you don't get me wrong. Keanu Reeves, I love him. He does a great job in movies, but if you watch this movie, you could tell he's gotten old because
He old.
he was moving a little bit slow in these, and you could tell in the choreograph because
You
sometimes
don't
you see
think
them
it might have been just because of all the shit that he went through in all the other movies? I mean, come on. Did you see how much abuse that man took in
Yes,
this
I
fucking
saw how
movie?
much he took and how much he continued. The fact of the matter is, when he took his jacket off and shook it, all you heard is his bullets hitting the ground. Yes, I trust me, I understand.
Listen, I get it, but no, you can't argue the fact that Keanu Reeves is getting older.
No, he's old. I mean, he's in his 60s, isn't he? Nah, maybe not his
Not,
60s.
I don't think he's that old. I think he's in at least in his 50s, but still, he's getting old. This is a fast-paced, action-packed type of movie. There's a lot of running. There's a lot of, like bodily injury involved in this movie. So he's not gonna be able to play this role forever.
And he
I'm just
still
saying,
did a really good job,
Just
though.
no,
he
no,
did.
he did. He
He
did a great
did.
job.
I'm not
But
arguing that fact. I'm just saying that we in John Wick 4. Let it go.
how many
Okay.
times can we see Keanu Reeves fall out a 2-story window and land on the vehicle?
God, that looked like it hurt too, didn't it? Ooh.
Yes, it did. So
Oh,
before,
and then the second, I forgot to tell you, the second thing that they're producing is a spinoff from John Wick 2 with the ballerina. The ballerina from John Wick 2, they're doing a spinoff movie, I believe.
okay,
Mm.
Yeah.
You know whose spinoff I want to see? The Tracker, Mr. Nobody. I want to see his story.
Yeah.
that would be awesome because I think so. My theory on the Mr. Nobody, he was related to Halle Berry's character in the third one
Because of the dog.
because of the dog and how well the dog was trained.
Yeah. I could see it.
Mm-hmm. But you know,
I'll be honest with you, I completely forgot Halle Berry was in the third one.
it's cool.
It's
all
been
right.
a while since I've seen it. It's been a while since I've watched it.
All right, but we get into the last of our show. So everyone, ratings on the movie. What's your thoughts? Don't all
I'll
speak
give it a
at once.
large popcorn.
Give it a large popcorn.
I'll give it a large popcorn. It was good. I liked it.
Go ahead, Chef.
Same. I really liked it.
Mr. Chills.
I mean, you could have went since I brought the whole goddamn thing up. But nonetheless, I'll give it a large popcorn. The action was great. I mean, there are some slow parts that in the choreograph that you could tell that it's gotten a little old, so it's not as clean as the other one. So I can't give it that jumbo tub. But yeah, I can definitely give it a large.
I'm going to follow the consensus here. I'm going to give it a large popcorn. Very, very well directed, very good cinematography, very good action sequences. But, it's just that formulaic action movie. And
Formulate John Wick movie.
yeah, and it being, the 2 hours and 50 minutes.
See, you're supposed to look at that's supposed to be the surprise to them. They weren't supposed to know that.
Oh,
But
did it feel like it? How about that? Did it feel like it?
It kind of drew on just a little bit. There's some things they could have condensed, but they didn't. So it was just like extra long. So I could feel the 2 hours and 50 minutes, but I didn't say that I didn't enjoy the 2 hours and 50 minutes. But nonetheless, I could feel the.
Oh, and everybody out there in internet land, make sure you stay after the credits.
Yeah, don't be like us. We had to leave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had to. We were.
I'll fill you in after the show.
We already know. I already know.
He googled it.
Yeah.
He googled it.
Yes, I would.
Googled it.
I'm like, I'm out of time. We can find out. All right, cool. We can go. Because them credits were taking. All them credits were taking forever. But nonetheless.
Oh my god. Well, one of my buddies or one of my coworkers was like, yeah, there's a mid-credit scene. I was like, all right. And I had to freaking pee so bad, and so did she. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude, hurry up and show up! Or it was at the very end of the.
Yeah, it's an end credit. It wasn't mid credit.
It was an end credit.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
it was terrible.
But
Yeah.
we get to our end credits here right now. Thank y'all for coming to watch us. Come on, my co-host, give them where they can find you at.
Sure, I'll go first. So, It's your girl Royal. You can find me here on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can also find me on Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 Pacific, on YouTube and Facebook Live on Kink is Away podcast. And you can follow me on TikTok and IG as Royal_KP.
Chef
Am I
G?
going?
Yes.
So you can follow what my kiddos are doing on Instagram, Godoni_culinary. And I'm on here on Tuesdays, 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific. You guys got it.
Right.
It's your boy. As you can see, the energy has left the building.
It didn't leave the energy. I still got energy. I don't know about you.
I got the energy. It's your boy Gadoni. You can catch me here Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, you can catch me and the wife
Bijou.
on Horrific Network as we plug horror movies and everything else, and we're making our horror map for Virtual Scare Park. So catch us there as well.
And your boy Dragon Chill is here. You can catch me here, as everyone's already said, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Pacific.
Don't you know? Specific, whatever. Nonetheless, and you can also catch me as Royal said on Higazoid Sunday night at 8:30
p.m. Eastern.
Look here, woman.
Go to bed. Go to bed right now. That's it. We done
Really?
with shit.
You done with me? You ain't done with me? Never. I'm still here. Anyway, we out.
I can't with you.